get opportunities. And it's up to you whether you grab them or you don't. I'm so excited to have you.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And then your brain is shut down. It's cut. But then I fell in love with what I do. I fell in love with this organization that I work in. And yeah, I'm a mother, I'm a sister. Young people are very fragile these days. You know, they're very sensitive. You must deal with them. You know, deal with care, handle with care. She taught me to have patience. She taught me to listen.
Hey fam, my name is Zimi and I'm a PR intern at YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay, and I'm here with
you are with Utamile Mzomi, Unomdai, Mangamashu, Pingoshikasa. Period. And I'm also a PR intern at YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay. And we are the new kids on the block. And we welcome you to YSpacePodcast.
proudly brought to you
by YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay.
But before we get into like the serious stuff, what does YMCA mean to you?
YMCA empowers young people for life, leadership, and services. So what YMCA means for me basically is that I've been empowered, I've been given opportunities to grow. So for me, I'd say growth. I'd say one word for YMCA for me, I'd say every young person is placed at YMCA. Since I'm an intern, I was placed here. And if you're placed here, just know that you experience growth, you get opportunities. And it's up to you whether you grab them or you don't. So if you want to grow, you grab those opportunities because we've also grown. And on your side, what does YMCA stand for you?
I think YMCA for me, just taking a look at the work that they do, they do a lot of work that empowers people, like you said.
Yes.
And for me, being part of an organization that is as selfless and gives back to the community like YMCA just means I'm like one step closer to my passion. I'm very passionate about things that have to do with people.
Yes.
And they do exactly that.
They would.
And for me, that's just number one. And they say mind, body, soul has to be, who doesn't mind
Exactly.
But
today, our first
number one
episode. And we have a special guest. We have our General Secretary slash CEO. It's a she, of course.
Of course.
What are we expecting? Period. So yes, Usus Lerato. We call her Sis Lerato because we respect her. We can't just say. So it's Sis Lerato Libobo. So she'll be here with us. She'll be unpacking, telling us more about herself, who is Sis Lerato, what does Lerato do, everything about Sis Lerato you get to know. And let's give her a round of applause. Welcome, Sis Lerato.
Really?
Welcome to our space. Welcome to our space.
Our safe space.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very good. We're so excited to have you.
I can see that.
It's our first episode and you're our first guest.
Like you are setting up.
You're special.
Exactly.
I feel so special.
Yes, you are. We specifically chose you to
Yes.
be our first guest. So it means a lot.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
So like we said, Sis Lerato, she is our General Secretary. She's the CEO of YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay. And we thank you for honoring this invite. We appreciate it. So we'd like to just get to know you better, like on a personal level, because we know the corporate side of you.
Yes.
But we're just gonna have a conversation.
We're just having fun.
So, okay, but on a serious note, how have you been?
I'm okay. Yeah, it's the end of the year. I feel a bit run down, but I'm good. I'm okay.
You're pushing.
I can hold on. Still hold on to the next few weeks.
And then
Yeah,
Then
and
take a
then
break.
it's shut down. It's cut.
we don't want you to die because of fatigue. And then tell us more about who you are. Who is Lerato? What does Lerato do? Like everything Lerato.
I never know how to answer that question. I honestly find it very tricky
Yeah,
sometimes.
it is.
Yeah, but Lerato is just me.
Okay.
A young lady.
Oh,
Yes.
period.
Yeah, a young lady from Pretoria, born and bred in Pretoria. Came to PE 20 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago.
Wow.
I feel as if I've overstayed my welcome.
Really?
Yeah, but then I fell in love with what I do. I fell in love with this organization that I work in. And yeah, I'm a mother, I'm a sister. Yeah, I think, that's me.
In terms of being a mother,
Yes.
how is it?
I actually wanted to ask that
How
question.
is it?
We're actually in the 21st century,
Yes.
and children are just ruling.
It's hectic.
Century.
It's hectic.
Left, right, and center.
Because parents are crying left, right, and center.
No, for real.
Because of the behavior that the kids are busy with. So for you, how are you handling it? How are you coping? What's happening?
Honestly, motherhood for me is a very special thing for me. Yeah, my daughter is everything. Not that we have it's smooth sailing. It's not smooth sailing.
Yes.
But you find the pleasure and the fulfillment in this relationship.
Yes.
And I always say to her that, you know what, we have to make this imperfect life to be perfect.
Yeah.
And if we can get that right, we are on our way
Yes.
to greatness.
So you guys are working together on this journey.
We're working together, but not all the time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Not all the time.
I can
There are times when war becomes war.
Yeah.
And you just see that somebody's gonna kill somebody, but then we move on.
Yeah, like I'm assuming with any relationship, there's challenges that comes with it.
Yes.
But there are also the tribes, the sweet things that come with it. What would you say has been the most challenging challenge about being a mom?
I must say that young people today, they face a whole lot of challenges.
Yeah.
It's not the same as us when we were growing up.
Yes.
There's a lot, and I find that young people are very fragile these days. You know, they're very sensitive.
I'm a Gen Z.
You must,
Yeah,
Gen Z,
yeah.
you must deal with them. You know, deal with care, handle with care.
We need cuddles.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I think that the challenging thing is just making, or understanding that you are dealing with a full human being. And the scary thing is, will this person be able to stand the test of life when it happens? Am I instilling the right values? Am I teaching this young person, to stand on her own and be a good adult or a better adult? So I think that is challenging, and I think I speak for every parent that it's that fear of, am I doing okay?
Yes, definitely.
Am I teaching this child? Am I molding an
Then the
adult?
right way.
The
Yeah.
adult
responsible
or
one.
Yes.
a responsible one, but then I guess you will never get to know that until
The time comes.
the time comes. But then that is the
When you were growing up now, what are the things that you see in your daughter that you be like, oh, if I knew what she knows now,
Yeah.
back then, I wouldn't have turned out this way. What are the things that you identify and you wish you knew when you were her age?
My daughter is bold. She speaks her mind, and she will just have a constructive argument with you, and she is not even scared to say the things that when she talks you cringe. as a parent. And I think that's one thing that I never had when I was young. I never had that, that I must just be there and speak my mind. Because with me, my parents died when I was very young, at the age of 12. So growing up for me with my uncle and my aunt, it's not the same as having your parent, your parent. And there's certain things that you do not discuss, there's certain things that you cannot. And with my daughter, it's an experience, it's a different journey. Where I get to experience something that I never had the opportunity to do with her. So I think maybe that's why the journey with her, it's just so much fun.
And there's some healing to it, I suppose.
Yes, there is some healing to it, but then the scary thing is, being a mother of one, the one and only, there's no trial and error, there's no practice. So I can't say,
I tried it didn't work.
So whatever that happens on that day or during that time,
it's there forever.
It's there. It's not like I have, it's a second child where I said, no, I practice with the first one. So this one I know what to do. So with her, it's just every day is a new day, every day is a new experience. Every day is you learn every day, and sometimes okay, I didn't know that. And even with me, there's certain things that I learn about myself that I didn't think I can do, that I didn't think I have in me. She taught me to have patience. She taught me to listen. Communication. Even today, I even have friends and families who tell me that your communication is really bad. And she will call me to order and say, you are very bad.
Fix your ways.
You cannot talk like that. So it is a journey.
It's really nice that she's also helping you grow in a certain way, especially in learning. Because when you say she's bold, she speaks her mind, that's like a different thing. Because for me, I'd say I kind of relate to you because I didn't really get the opportunity to be I speak my mind with my parents. It wasn't when I have something to talk about, I'm like, Mama, this is happening. So for her to be able to speak her mind, it shows that you are doing very well as a parent.
And with the job that I am doing, I think she also prepared me for what I'm doing now. She prepared me so that I can be able to deal with you guys. Thank you. And when she talks, she will always say that, but then you don't only have me as a child, you have lots of them. I mean,
she knows about us.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
So then I suppose that relationship kind of makes things or puts things into perspective in relation to the job that you do here, because it's also related to the youth thing.
Yes. And with the job that I'm doing now, I think that the influence for me to be so for me to relate to what I'm doing now, I think it's because of my upbringing. Being that young person and the way I, my upbringing as losing parents, but then I had the support. I don't want to lie, I had the support. However, even if it's not the way I would have loved it to be, but then I did have the support. And doing the job that I'm doing, the work that I am doing, I look at the young kids, the young, the youth of today, and I'm like, I can be a helping hand. Another child should not go through what I have went through. I can be there to listen, I can be there to guide. I can be a tool for them to use in order to succeed or to have direction in their life.
So now I'm taken into you being, as a woman, being a GS, the CEO. It took me into women in leadership, there have been like stereotypes about women like holding positions, especially in organizations. How has that been for you? How did you navigate around that when you first like started working as a woman and you had to like, hey, you need to listen to me.
Yeah, you must call the shots.
Yes, you need to listen to me.
You must be authoritative.
How was it navigating through that?
Leadership is not about you need to listen to me. Leadership is about setting the direction.
Okay, yes.
And it's about learning with the people that you lead. It's about creating better leaders.
Yes.
So it's not about me, but it's about making other people to be better people, to be better leaders. So yeah, but being a woman in this environment, and I would say in the climate that we're in, a lot of positions or high positions are male dominated.
Yes. Yeah.
The YMCA itself
Yes.
is a male dominated environment. So when I came in, I struggled a lot because I would find myself as being this woman sitting on the boardroom table with males.
Yeah.
And for me to get my message across, I have to work twice as hard for me to be seen, for me to be recognized.
Yes.
But once you get yourself into that position where you are comfortable, you will be able to do it. But then it's I don't want to lie, it's a constant challenge.
Yes.
And it's not only in our organization but even corporates elsewhere.
Yes.
That's why there's once where I wrote a message that women can be in leadership positions if men could come on board and support that.
Yes. That's really nice. Have you ever felt like intimidated, just like you saying that when you're in like a board meeting and then like a lot of males and maybe you're the only female, have you ever like felt intimidated by them at some point?
Obviously you feel intimidated because you tend to doubt yourself. And I mean, you find that sometimes you suffer from imposter syndrome. Where am I good enough?
Yes.
You doubt yourself so much that whatever that I'm doing, it's not going to come out as I want it to be. It's not going to be. So you always have to remind yourself that I can do it. You always have to remind yourself that as much as I am, and that's where a lot of people get it wrong, that they expect women, or women are expected to be seen as I say arrogant in order for us to be in a certain position, but it's not about that.
Yes.
Women, we are naturalists.
Yeah.
And being a natural or being soft-spoken does not mean that I cannot be firm with what I am doing. It doesn't mean that I can command what I want to say. But then because it's in our nature, it is what it is.
That is amazing.
Yes,
Wow.
it is.
I'm honestly taken aback.
Yes.
I could literally have this conversation
The whole day.
But I wanted to jump to a bit of a fun part.
Yes.
We have rapid fire questions that we'd like to ask you.
Oh, yes.
So you answer using the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yes.
It's not tricky. It's not rocket science. I promise. It's not a tricky question. Just something just so we can get to know you a little bit better, like we said earlier.
Yes.
Okay. First thing that comes to your mind. If you were to be a color, which color would you be?
Red.
Why red?
It's bold.
Ooh.
Period.
I love that.
Period. Okay. And then if you were to be given any superpowers, what superpowers would you want and why?
Yes, that's a nice one. Gotcha.
I wish I was watching those movies. I guess Superman.
save people.
And save people.
Oh, like superwoman.
Okay, what's one thing you cannot live without?
Food.
Really?
Nice food.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And my
Now I
next
know.
question, and my next question was,
Now I
what's your go-to comfort food?
Yeah. Please don't make us hungry.
No, I don't have anything in particular as long as it's well cooked food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I will enjoy it.
Okay.
I can bring you like a nice chicken stew
Yes.
or beef oxtail.
Yes, with a cake on top.
Then we'll
Okay. Okay. Got you. Okay. So, would you prefer indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
Okay.
Really? I never would.
But then, I guess it's a bit of both. I am a homebound person. I love my space. I love my quiet time. But then also I'm very adventurous. If you would say go on a quiet bike, I'm there.
You're there.
If you go on a zip line, I am there.
We should take you there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm usually writing these things down. Like if you plan something.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And then the other one, what's that one song that you always sing along to?
The one song.
Yes.
You know the funny
Yeah,
part.
it's made that.
No. You know the funny part about songs? I never know the lyrics. That's the thing.
So you just sing along, but
that's
that's
why
So I just sing along, and then my daughter will look at me and ask,
That's not how it goes. That is not how it goes.
That's not the lyrics. So, yeah, even with that, I don't have a particular
song. Okay.
But I just, as long as it fits my soul,
Yes.
then it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I have a question about it. You see, sometimes if you're sad, ne,
Yeah.
a fast song sounds slow.
Yes.
I don't know if it happens
Yes.
to you. Then you feel like very happy and in a good mood. The song is faster than it.
Yes.
I don't know. If it's
And you need to put it on repeat sometimes.
Yeah.
No,
Just-
you finish so fast. Go back. Go
Does
back.
that ever happen to you?
It does. It does, and then you repeat. You keep repeating the song.
And exactly. Yeah. Okay. I thought I was abnormal for a moment there. Okay. Then last question: do you prefer inland or the coast? Because you've lived on both.
Yes.
The coast. England is very hot, guys.
Yeah. It's very hot, but thing is about PE is PE. I like stable weather. If you're hot, be hot.
If
Yeah,
cold,
you
cold.
can't say today's gonna be hot right through.
Yes, yeah, you can't because you can wake up and see the sun.
And then
around
later,
10 it
It's
changes. It's raining.
which is I
And
don't
you
know.
I
have
don't
no
mind
changes.
that. I don't mind
Really?
that. The thing is with me, I'm always carrying something. So I don't
Exactly.
You see,
always
and that's, you always need to be prepared for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so-
well, just to wrap it up, what would you say is the best piece of advice that you've received?
It's not really an advice.
Could be something you learned too.
Yeah, I think it's more of a quote that says, "All courage is fear set with prayers." Meaning that in order for you to move on, fear will always be there.
Yes.
Fear is part of us, but then one need to be courageous enough
Yes.
to move on. One needs to be courageous enough to do something.
Yes.
So we just have to let go of that fear.
And just like that, it's time to let us go.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. And remember that fear doesn't stop you. Don't
Yes.
allow fear to
Shouldn't
stop
stop
you.
you.
Shouldn't stop you at all. You need to keep
Pushing.
going.
Just keep pushing, okay?
And thank you so much to
Thank
our
you for
guests.
joining
Thank you
us.
for joining us.
We appreciate
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that she honored our invite. She's a really busy woman.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get hold of her. So because she makes sure that she comes here and to have this interview with us, we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Until we meet again next time, don't forget to subscribe, comment,
share, do all that fun stuff.
tell your friends to tell their friends that the new kids on the block
are here.
We're bringing you a YSpacePodcast.
Bye.
Bye.